There are rumors that your position at the Senate is at stake. Has the party approached you on such a matter?
Yes, of course. There have been several emissaries who have been sent to me, urging me to either resign from the position or I recant that letter. But I've told them in clear terms that I will not recant that letter. Reason being, it is factual. I was only reporting the information that I gathered in Murang'a County, which appears also to reflect the general sentiment in our region. And secondly, it was a courteous letter. I did not insult anyone. I remained faithful and loyal to the president. But on the other hand, I strongly believe I have the duty to talk candidly and speak the truth.
So when you say that you are speaking candidly and you will neither recant nor resign, so that means that you're up for option number 3 if they decide to go ahead with it, and that is to remove you.
No, I haven't said that I can't resign. Incidentally, I'm a leader who does not believe in strongly clinging unto power. In fact, I'm one of those persons who can easily decide to relinquish any position. I take pride that my position was on principle. It was motivated by my deep love of the party, and particularly His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. I do not want a position where he is embarrassed by the people from his backyard. And we elected His Excellency for the last 2 terms. And therefore, what I said was just reporting what people are saying on the ground. But I did not intend at all to embarrass him. So therefore, the only thing I cannot do is to resign pursuant to pressure. But I can tell you, if I get a good reason which will then justify my resignation, I would definitely resign.
Since you've said
and you see, one of the things I will have to consider is whether the party leader still has the confidence in me. He has not called me. He has not reprimanded me. And therefore, all those who are coming to tell me, oh, you need to recant your letter, are persons who, I don't know, I have no evidence as to whether they are acting on their own motion or they are acting on behalf of His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. I respect him. I have never insulted him. My letter was a fair letter, very candid.
Now that you say that you've not found good reason as to why you should resign, and they push ahead with probably removing you, are you ready for this?
Yes, definitely. I respect the party processes. I respect the party. I have not harmed the party. I strongly believe our party believes in the freedom of association, freedom of expression, freedom of thought. And therefore, if for any reason members of Jubilee Party feel that they no longer have confidence in me, I will respectively agree to the decision, and I will definitely wait for their verdict.
Are you speaking the same language with Tanga Tanga?
Maybe you can educate me. What you mean by?
Are you on your way out?
I believe in one united Jubilee. I don't believe in separate factions of Jubilee. This idea of saying that we have, Tanga Tanga, Kieleweke. No, me, I'm not a whip of a faction. I'm a whip of all Jubilee senators. Yeah, so me, I don't understand when you say, hey, Kenyatta is going to Tanga Tanga. I don't believe in divisions. I believe in unity, togetherness.
Now that we've seen that it is a tall order, and it is not even possible to have a united Jubilee because of the factions that have been there and the incessant fights that have been there. Are you inclining yourself to the faction that is associated with Deputy President William Ruto?
Deputy President William Ruto, as of today, he remains the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya and the Deputy Leader of Jubilee Party. His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta remains the party leader of Jubilee Party and the President of the Republic of Kenya. The people, whenever I'm mobilizing senators to support a motion or even a bill in Senate, I do not discriminate. I mobilize all senators who have been elected via Jubilee Party or a Jubilee affiliated party. So therefore, for me, as a whip, I do not exercise my work by fostering disunity, by fostering factionalism. I do my work by mobilizing senators for a common cause.
And even when you're taking up this job, you knew there were these factions. And you were removed because another person was not singing to the tune of the president, and that is why you earned this position. Why is it that after getting into the job, you're seeing that you're looking at one indivisible Jubilee?
You know, I'm very surprised when you say that I got this position pursuant to a certain faction. No. Me, I was given this position for only one reason: to push the agenda of the party called Jubilee Party, to push the agenda of His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. Let me tell you one thing. Have you ever heard me in a rally insulting any leader in Jubilee, leave alone Jubilee leader, any person? I've never pursued a partisan interest. I believe Kenya belongs to all Kenyans. I don't believe in divisions. I push the agenda of the government without caring which side you are from. I don't believe in divisions in Jubilee Party. I strongly believe we need to be a united and a strong party. I believe that to move this country forward, we need to support the government as one united entity. So for me, the idea of saying I'm moving to, I don't know, an entity, there's not even a registered political party. I was elected on a Jubilee Party as a senator of Murang'a County in the year 2017. Based on that mandate, I can tell you I'll remain a member of Jubilee Party up to the year 2022. And therefore, for me, you are talking of an entity which is not even a registered political party. So I don't understand when you tell me, hey, I'm moving to an entity that's not even a political party. Even where I am not a member of an entity or a faction that is not even registered as a political party. So I remain a faithful member of Jubilee Party. I believe His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta is our party leader. I believe also that I push the agenda of the government, and that government remains a government constituted by a party called Jubilee. And whenever I'm pushing government business or whipping senators to support a motion or a bill, I do not check whether they are from X faction or they are from Y faction.
Is it at the meeting in Westlands yesterday where the pressure was mounting on you to resign?
Yesterday's meeting and several other places where I've met several leaders, it is true. People have been telling me that I need to recant my letter. But I've told them, no, me have not done anything wrong. I did not abuse anyone. I just reported the truth as per the representations that were given to me by the people of Murang'a County. Surely, what is wrong with that? My letter did not abuse anyone. My letter did not at any point seek to disrespect anyone. And therefore, I asked them, okay, you're telling me that you're going to oust me. For what reason? What wrong have I done? What wrong have I done? I've never disrespected His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. I have executed his mandate 100% in the Senate. Surely, why should you tell me that you're going to oust me out of this position, whereas I have done nothing wrong to the party except writing a letter? In fact, that letter was not even addressed to His Excellency directly. It was a letter that was supposed to be taken to His Excellency through the Secretary General of the party, who happens to be the custodian of all records of the party. It was copied to the majority leader of the Senate, who happens to be my colleague in leadership of the Senate. So therefore, I told them, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? If for any reason my letter was not factual, simple, they continue with their BBI as it is. Once they are able to push it through, that's okay. I didn't even point out the merits of the document, except one. I said maybe they would have been a little bit imaginative on matters expanding Parliament. But barring that, I pointed out the merits of the document. But I remain a senator who believes in truth, who believes in justice, who believes in being candid and frank to his boss. That is the only way we can push government agenda going forward. That's the only way. Pardon?
Who was in that meeting yesterday pressuring you?
Let me not disclose. I'm even surprised you know of the meeting. It was supposed to be secret. But today I saw some people disclosing about that meeting. I have also seen other persons sharing information related to that meeting on social media.
So they're insincere.
In terms of?
Trying to, whatever they were telling you yesterday, trying to woo you, they were insincere if those details are coming out.
Yes, of course. First, I'm surprised the matter is now in public realm. I thought it was a secretive meeting. But it appears that matter is now out there. Secondly, I attend that meeting in good faith, but I was very candid that I do not intend to recant my letter, because surely let them show me a single paragraph where I have been disrespectful to the party leader. In fact, I even offered solutions. I would point out potential problem to the BBI process. Then I would proceed to give a suggestion on how we can remedy that problem. I think that was a very fair letter.
Thank you.
Yeah.